Well, hi everybody. It is Tuesday, January 2nd. Welcome back to my channel. Weighed in again today because I weigh in every day. And after starting this Hit the Ground Running Challenge, I just wanted to give you a daily update. Okay, well, as you know, yesterday's weigh-in for the first weigh-in of the year was pretty darn ugly. I weighed in at 230.2, so that was the starting point for my 2024 journey. I was quite a bit lower than that when I came back from Utah, so I've done a lot of that damage since I've been home in September. So, and I told you some of the medication I'm taking causes weight gain. That's starting to normalize a little bit, so I'm not blaming the medicine for any of this weight gain. I'm blaming me. But yesterday, I had a really good day on plan. Yesterday, I uploaded a video, showed you everything I had to eat. So today, my weight was down to 229.0, which is a daily loss of 1.2. 1.2 for the year, total loss of 48.8 as of this morning. So now that weight will fluctuate. I know that I don't have daily losses of 1.2 every single day. A lot of that is a sodium loss from the foods that I ate on New Year's Eve. So, I'm being realistic here. I might have some good days of losing, and then it's going to normalize throughout the week a little bit and maybe go up a little bit and back down. We'll see what happens. Weigh-in day is on Saturday. So my personal goal would be to lose between 1 and 2 pounds every week. Um, I'm not sure how sustainable that is, but that's my personal goal, to try to lose between 1 and 2 pounds per week. So, all right, well, we're going to kick off this video with that and get that out of the way, because that is one thing I want you to know, that staying on this challenge, this Hit the Ground Running. Yesterday, I had only 9 points. Now, before you say, "Oh no, that's not enough," I have plenty of food. I was eating a lot of 0 point foods, as you will see if you watch my video from yesterday. So I have mostly 0 point foods here in my refrigerator and in my freezer, and there's absolutely nothing in my pantries. Everything is packed away in big boxes. I have boxes here ready to put into my car that if I need to, I can get into, but I don't want to upset the system because everything's in there in a very particular way. So my pantry is all packed up. My goal is to get through everything in my refrigerator and my freezer over the next couple days. So it, if you are new to my channel, I am moving to from Ohio to South Dakota, and I'm leaving on the 13th of January. So for the last several weeks, have been packing and organizing everything, excuse me, just to get ready to go. I'm about there. Last night, I finished my living room. I was actually very proud of how accomplished I was yesterday. And today, I'm going to finish up my kitchen. Excuse me. And and then just wait for some things to get taken out of here. I was planning on burning some stuff today, but it's too windy outside, so we're gonna have to cancel that. Okay, well, I have some errands to run. I needed to get Molly's license renewed, and then I will be back to talk to you a bit more about what I'm doing today, and we're going to talk a little bit about overcoming and anxiety, my anxiety. All right, so hang on. It'll be a couple hours for me, just a few minutes for you. Okay, well, I went and got Molly's tags renewed for another year. Decided just to go get them done here in Ohio. It gives me time to get over there to South Dakota and figure out what my residency situation is going to be. And I have to tell you, I had a lot of things in going around in my brain today that I was going to do, and I ended up not doing any of it. So yesterday I was really, really busy. I got my entire living room cleaned. I moved my couch, and I'm really not supposed to be moving heavy objects. And I have all kinds of nice new bruises now because I'm on these blood thinners, so anytime anything barely touches me, I bruise. I have one over here. I don't know if you can see that one. That's got a nice little bump in it there. But anyway, at least it's a hard bump. Uh, anyway, I ended up taking a nap this afternoon because I was just tired. I think I was still worn out from yesterday. Uh, I will probably be up a little later tonight and planning on getting my kitchen at least cleaned up a little bit. Tomorrow they're coming to get my laundry. So it's a service I pay for because I don't want to carry laundry up and down 17 sets of stairs. When I have to do laundry, they come to my door, they pick it up, they bring it back clean and folded. So it's a local laundromat that provides that service. And yeah, I pay for it, but it's worth every penny to me to have them do that, especially tomorrow because I'm having all my blankets washed before I head out west. So, and then once that gets back, I'm gonna vacuum seal in those big bags, some of the blankets. So one of my big blanket for my bed, I won't because I'll still use that. It'll just be, more clean than what it would normally be before we go out. Uh, so funny story. I had one thing planned for dinner tonight, and I fixed it. I recorded it, and my plan was to have the last serving of that chicken lentil soup that I have been eating all week, and I fixed it up. It smelled really good, looked good, and I took a bite out of it, and I thought, I don't really want this. There's no way I can eat this again tonight. I've been eating that soup for like a little over a week now. It's still good. Um, my lunch was a little bigger than it was yesterday, and maybe I was still full from that. It's just something that I just wasn't able to eat tonight. So what you're going to see for my dinner is something else, which I actually did eat. So I'm leaving the day with 15 points. If I decide to have a snack later, it will be a 0 point snack. I have to move my leg here a minute. It'll be a 0 point snack and maybe some fruit or something. But I had fruit for dinner, so probably not. I want to talk to you a little bit about the anxiety I've been feeling, um, which before Christmas I think was contributing a lot to the weight I was gaining because I was so overwhelmed by everything I had to get done here in order to move. Now, I've moved before, but I've moved everything before. Uh, I moved, when after Joe died, I had to move out of the condo we were living in, and I had a storage unit. So we just moved all my stuff from there, the storage unit. And then when I moved in here a couple of years later, um, I moved from the storage unit basically to here and didn't throw anything out or give anything away because mentally I just was not in a position, and emotionally I was just not in a position to do that. It was one of those things where I was just clinging on to everything I could that belonged to Aaron and to Joe. And, now I'm in a much better place, and I was able to finally gift a lot of things that belong to them, or just, and give some things to the kids. And then, I had to get rid of a lot of it because I'm moving now into my trailer. Not immediately, but in April, I will be totally into my trailer. And I just don't have the room for it. So I have been feeling completely overwhelmed having to, you know, condense 70 years of life, 30 years of marriage, uh, into a small cubicle. Because basically, my trailer, it has a lot of storage space, but every inch of that trailer I used up. and there's just no more room. And the things I'm taking out, I'm going to have to decide when I get out there what to keep and what not to keep, because I have to do a total reorganization of my trailer once I get back into that in April. So I think my anxiety level has been very high because I've been overwhelmed. But I've had to make decisions on things. I was actually holding things in my hand, looking. Am I going to feel better or worse if I get rid of this? And that's what I've been going through the last few weeks, and sometimes uh, I had to have somebody else make the decision for me. There were days that I sat here. I could have been done with this a week ago, but there were days that I sat here and I just looked out of the sea of everything, and I was paralyzed, just paralyzed. I couldn't do anything um, except for go to the refrigerator, get some comfort food, and come back out here and eat. So that's kind of what I've been dealing with. What my process was, I started in the back of my apartment. I have a small room in the back, which was my craft room. And by the time I pulled my thought was process is I'm going to bring everything out to the living room. That way I will deal with it and I won't go back there and just shut the door. Because I'm telling you, if I had done that, that room would still be full of stuff. That's the first room I conquered. And I was able to get through everything. But it took me about 2 weeks to get through all my craft supplies, decide what to give away, what to keep. And I gave a lot away. Um, and my all my nice craft organizers that I had, my son is getting those for his fiance. So um, those still have to get picked up. But my back room is done. Actually, everything is done now, except for the last minute things I have to do in the kitchen and in the bathroom. So my anxiety level is lower because I can look out now and see floor space. There were many days I'd sit on the couch. I could not see the floor just because of everything I had pulled out here, things that I hadn't organized yet into containers. Um, and that was the other thing. I was trying to figure out, how am I going to organize this? You know, I was making lists of this is the type of thing that's in this container. And actually I still have this, you know, for the 6 containers that I can put in my car to go out there next week. Um, 1 container kitchen items, 1 container pantry items. Uh, one is for my canning jars, that my home canned food. One has the few craft supplies that I'm taking with me. One is for office supplies. So I had everything compartmentalized, but I had to do that on a list before I could even start sorting anything out here. Um, so, like I said, I've been really overwhelmed and I've been eating my anxiety, and that's a lot of the reason that I was gaining weight there in December. So I had way more stuff than I thought I did. I had way more clothes than what I need, and I still do. When I get out to my trailer, because there's some stuff is still in my trailer. When I get out there, I'm going to go through all my clothes again, and I've pared it way, way down. Uh, but I'm going to go through it again because there's no reason for me to have all that stuff. Uh, but in coats, I had a lot of coats and jackets I forgot I had. Uh, so it was just ridiculous. A local church came and got most of the clothes I gave away. Well, actually, all the clothes I gave away, which I was really happy that someone was able to use them and get them to people that needed them. So I have to. This is the laundromat that's coming to get my laundry tomorrow. They're asking me if tomorrow is okay. Okay. So anyway, I wanted to talk to you about how I've been dealing with all this anxiety. So after I finally made the lists and decided to compartmentalize everything and knew what I was putting where, I went down and measured my car. I took two of my totes down there just to see how many I could fit in my back seat. Turns out the number is six. I'll have limited visibility out my rear view mirror, but I have good side view mirrors and I've got a blind spot mirror on my car too. I should be okay. And it's all highway driving out there. So, anyway, where was I? I had to just, and plus, I'm dealing with trying to overcome, I'm still recovering from the stroke. And, so my stamina isn't up to where it will be eventually and what it was once. But so I had to sit down on the floor and I had just to pick up these items and I would set a timer for 1 hour. So for 1 hour I'm gonna sit and see what I can get done. But at the end of an hour I had a space cleared, which made me feel a little bit better. And I would rest for a couple hours and then I'd do another hour on the floor just kind of going through things and putting things in containers. Same thing. More space was cleared off the floor. I started feeling a little bit better. So eventually I got to the point now where my entire floor is cleaned off. Everything is boxed up. And I think I'm in good shape. I was going to have a lot of stuff taken down to my burn pile today. My niece and nephew were going to come over because I have a ton of boxes and stuff that like old patterns and stuff that I cleared out of my craft room. And old, books that were too bad to give to the library. So I have a bunch of stuff to be burned, and that will make me feel a lot better in that room over there. But it was too windy today, so we're waiting for a calmer day to take stuff down to the burn pile. And once that's done, then I can, mop the kitchen floor and get the baseboards cleaned and stuff. So right now I am in cleaning mode. So I've been just taking time where I will just take a deep breath and I would just, close my eyes just to breathe and envision what this place was going to look like once it was cleaned. And the hardest part was letting go, which surprised me. The hardest thing about this whole process was letting go of things that I was holding on to um, for no good reason other than, oh, Joe touched this or Aaron held this in his hand, things like that. Or, Joe wore this, Aaron wore this. Um, Holding on to it for years now, because Joe's been gone for 6 years. And I just had to let it go. And every time I let something of Aaron's or Joe's go, I felt like a piece of me was going with it again. So I was dealing with that. And like I said, I was running to the refrigerator to comfort myself. So now I'm in a better place. And I think I've come through the biggest part of the anxiousness that I've been feeling. I know without a doubt that I'm making the right decision doing this move and going to this job. I don't intend to work forever, uh, although it seems like that, because I'm well beyond retirement age. Uh, but I have a goal to be completely out of debt by the time I fully retire, and I think I can accomplish that goal in 40 years. So my plan going forward is to work for the next 4 years just to get out of debt. And then I'm going to work for a year beyond that just to bank stuff. And then hopefully I'll have lots of grandbabies I can go visit all the time. So anyway, I just kind of wanted to tell you that's what I've been dealing with. I haven't been real present on YouTube lately just because the thought of uploading a video was just too overwhelming to me on top of everything else that I had going on. But like I said, I'm in a much better place now. And I think I can get back to focusing on my health, which I told you yesterday in my video. For me, is a life and death situation. I have to get this weight off. So it's not something that I can mess around with anymore. So one of the reasons I bruise so easily is because I'm on a bunch of blood thinners. And so, I just slightly knock into something. And I got bruises on my legs from when I moved my couch yesterday because I was pushing with my upper body. I got bruises on my stomach. So I bruise very, very easily because of those blood thinners. So kind of have to watch it. And the doctor still doesn't want me doing a lot of heavy lifting and stuff. This weekend, my boys are coming over to start loading the car for me. They're not going to make me do that by myself. So, anyhow, uh, that's kind of it for me today. I'm kind of long winded here telling you what's been going on, but uh, I thought you deserved an explanation of why I haven't been around much. So, I should be around longer now. I'm going to try to do my daily vlogs again now that this is kind of all settled down. And may not get videos up on the days that I'm traveling, but what I'm thinking on those days is that I will get to the hotel and I'll do a real quick live on YouTube just to let you know I got where I needed to go and let you know how I did as far as my uh, Weight Watchers plan is for those days. That's what I'm thinking right now that I will do. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and show you what I had to eat today. It is almost 7 o'clock here in the Eastern Time Zone, and my cutoff time for eating anything is 7 o'clock, and I'm sticking to that. That nighttime snacking had really gotten out of control for me, especially when I was dealing with everything here. It's like, you know, I'm too tired to deal with this. I can't deal with this, so let me have some cookies. Well, anyway, I'm done with the nighttime snacking. If I do choose to have a snack, it will be a light 0 point snack. I do have some non-fat Greek yogurt here. I have popcorn I could pop. And so I do have options. Anyway, let me go ahead and show you my food for the day, and then I will be back at you tomorrow. I hope you guys have a great night. Stay warm wherever you are, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye. Right, this is January 2nd. I'm just having some avocado toast. You can barely see the avocado there. So it's 2 slices of the Healthy Life bread, which is 2 points. The 2 eggs are 0 points. I do have 47 grams of the Great Value frozen avocado that I warmed up and mashed, and that is 2 points also, I believe. Yes, and then in my coffee, which I've already drank, I had a total of 15 milliliters of heavy whipping cream for 3 points, and about 60 milliliters of fat-free half and half for 1 point. So I have a total of 8 points for breakfast. Right, well, this is my lunch today. It's the same thing as I had yesterday. I've got 158 grams of my lean roast pork, and that is 6 points. My sauerkraut is about a half a cup. It's 0 points for the sauerkraut, 0 points for the veggies. And, of course, I just have mustard and jalapenos on top of that. And that is, of course, all 0 points. So the only point on my plate is the meat, and that's 6 points. That takes me 6 points for lunch and a total of 14 points today. I have 9 points left. Alright guys, this is plan B. Don't judge me here. I had fixed a completely different dinner. Matter of fact, I recorded it even for you, that I had another serving of that soup that I've been eating, and I fixed it, sat down to eat it, and realized it's just not what I wanted or needed right now. I wanted something a little bit more light, and so I decided on a cup of fat-free cottage cheese. That's 0 points. And then all my fruit is 0. I bought this fruit a few days ago, and I need to eat it up so that it doesn't go bad. So it's all 0 points. It's about 145 grams of watermelon, 145 grams of honeydew, 25 grams for that little piece of cantaloupe that's left. I did manage to eat 12 grams of the corn salt and sea salt Good Thins. I haven't put that in the tracker yet. I know that 30 grams is 4 points, so I'm thinking I probably had 2 points in those 12, but I will let you know later.